Hello, I'm Mel. I'm socialmediatraffic.com. 5 LinkedIn ways for getting more followers and growing engagement. Part B, demonstrated and narrated by Rebecca Corliss of HubSpot. This section is continuing from Part A.
Another idea, which you may or may not have thought of, is use your other social networks to promote this social network. Go figure. So here's the case. Well, what HubSpot decided to do was post on our Facebook wall about our company page. And why this is a really smart thing to do is people might see this and already be a fan of you on Facebook, but Facebook might not be their thing. Maybe they much prefer to connect with people via LinkedIn. So let them know that there's an alternative way for them to keep in touch with your business via this company page. No reason why not to tap into your other social network reach in order to grow that reach on LinkedIn as well. So we've jumped into a few of the great follow generating strategies. We talked about putting it on your business cards. We talked about talking on the phone, doing an email send, promoting in other social networks. So now that you're collecting this reach, this group of people you can work with and communicate with, what are some of the things you should do to engage that network and specifically encourage them to engage with your content more often through clicking links, through liking, through commenting, you name it. So let's talk about that. So to level the field first, I just want to clearly say that what status updates are mini communication tools to your followers. So really, really simple. So after you add designated users to your company page, you'll be able to see this little text box at the top of your company page pop up, and this is where you'll type in your update. So this is a great way to send a short message, short, concise message to your followers. So then, where do they see it? Those messages will appear in your follower streams, and that's either on the home page of LinkedIn.com when the person logs in, or that's via the LinkedIn mobile version, so via your mobile phone and viewing the stream there. But as you might assume, it's pretty tricky to have your content stand out versus other people's content. So why should someone look at your status update versus others? So it's really important to optimize how you're posting via the LinkedIn company page status update feature to make it so people notice your status updates among others. So what are the things that you can post that will really grab their attention? So first, start with asking some questions. And start with answering questions that your customers ask. So for example, a lot of HubSpot customers ask, what type of blog articles should I be writing in order to generate leads? Many HubSpot customers ask that. And we might answer that via status update. So that's really, really interesting. So if you're looking for fodder that you can post on a regular basis, think of those conversations you had with a customer or a client or things like that that people ask. And what you can do is answer those via those status updates. And sometimes you'll be able to include links, maybe to a blog article where you talk about this at length, or maybe you can just have the quote be there. And if people want to continue conversing, they can make comments on that same status updates and maybe have follow-up updates and follow-up questions from there. So this is how we will optimize your posts to be seen in a status, in the list of status updates. So there are 3 main components that you will make sure each of your status updates have, or at least as many of them you can have when applicable. So number 1 is your message. And great news for us, folks. LinkedIn has really interesting data that shows the shorter the message, the better. So we don't need to be taking up the time to write novels in our status updates. We can write something really quick, concise, and direct. So that's really, really great. Number 2 is a link. And why this is important is because it gives the person that sees your status update a next step, something to do after they view your status update. And for marketers, where our goals might be to drive traffic to our website, this is a great tool for that. So because I've included a link in my status update, someone might click it and become a new visitor on our website, in our case, HubSpot.com. The third component is an image, and I love this because, I mean, an image is 1,000 words. Isn't that what they say? So automatically when you include a link in your status update, it will pull one of the images on via the status update, and it'll appeal right there. So make sure you have some images on the pages that you're linking to, because it will automatically pick one of those images. And that's really, really powerful to make your content stand out. So now we've figured out the first things we can post, so answering some questions that our customers have. Now we know how to optimize those posts. How can we make the content really, really compelling? What are some of the most compelling things that people can post that will grab people's attention so they engage with your content? So one of them you can do, one object, is intriguing news. So I would say the new follow company button is intriguing news that people want to share. So that might be a great thing. Maybe you recently saw a HubSpot blog article that talks about it, or maybe Mashable or something like that. Why not post that intriguing news that you think will be really interesting to your followers? Another thing you can post that's really compelling is a how-to article. So how to blog for business. Maybe you're manufacturing, how to manufacture the best product for your customers, things like that. So an article that specifically talks about how to do something. And this can be written by you and your company, or maybe something that taught you how to do something that you read elsewhere that you think would be great to share with your network. Another fun one, contests. So this is cool. So there's a really great example. There's a company called Reconverse. They're a small HR consulting company. And then what they did, really, really simple, on their company page, they just did a status update that says, like this comment and win a chance to get a bottle of bubbly. So isn't that fun? So then the likes came pouring in, and they had the opportunity to select one at random and give that person a bottle of bubbly. So something really fun that not only encouraged likes to that page, but also kind of showed their followers that liking was a really easy thing to do to any of their status updates. So maybe in the future, someone will see another update, maybe totally irrelevant to a contest, but they'll think, oh, I remember liking that other post. It was as easy as a click. This is something else that I like, so I can do that post as well. So really easy and a fun idea to encourage engagement through a little contest. And then finally, there is no reason why you can't be direct and just ask for the like. So a situation where we've done that is we've posted maybe a blog article that we've written, and we've specifically said, do you like this article? We'd really appreciate if you'd like this article on our company page. So specifically saying, if you like it, please like it. Really, really easy. Because frankly, sometimes people forget to take that next step, and if they know it's important to you, they're more likely to do it. Really simple.
Social media traffic. For tips and strategies, get free instant access. Go now to my website, socialmediatraffic.com,